Pittsburgh Steelers legend, running back Jerome Bettis, believes that Mike Tomlin deserves a lot more blame than he's getting for the offensive struggles the past few years. So, Jerome Bettis, he appeared on the Colin show just recently to talk about the Steelers and their lack of offense once again this season. We all know the offense has been struggling to put up points both in the run game and pass game. Even though they've been getting better after the bye week, it still was a struggle all season, and it's been a struggle the past few seasons. And Jerome Bettis had this to say about Mike Tomlin. I like Mike Tomlin. He's a great leader and motivator, but like Sean McDermott, can't get the O-line right. 5 years now. I do worry that defensive coaches don't have the sensibility of offense. I don't love the OC. I don't love the O-line. I don't love the offensive identity. Is it fair criticism of Mike Tomlin that he is a defensive-minded coach and defensive culture, and the league has pivoted strongly to the offensive side and mistakes were made on offense? Yes. So, what he's kind of saying there is Mike Tomlin is a defensive-minded coach, and this team has been struggling, and the offensive line has been struggling. And since he's a defensive-minded coach, he might be looking more towards the defensive side in the draft, and he can't get the O-line right. As we've seen, the offensive line, the Steelers haven't drafted a first-round guy in so long. And since he's a defensive-minded coach, he might be pivoting more to the defense and not focusing on O-line. And Jerome Bettis being a running back, he's probably looking at that position. He's looking at the running of the ball, and he's seen that the Steelers are going nowhere. And the offensive line can't run block. The offensive line can't pass block very good. And it's just been a struggle. And he believes it's more on Mike Tomlin being a defensive coach than an offensive coach. As we look around the league, we see these guys. We see the offensive coaches. Most of these teams that are successful in this league right now are mostly ran by offensive-minded coaches. Yes, there's outliers, like the Buffalo Bills, ran by Sean McDermott, who's a defensive-minded coach, but most of these teams that make it far in this league, make it far into the playoffs, are ran by these offensive gurus, and the Steelers just don't have one. The Mike Tomlin has kind of just given the keys to Matt Canada to run the offense, and that has not gone well. So, Jerome Bettis also had this to say about Mike Tomlin. 100%, I believe that this is the case. Because when you look at the team, you say, well, what's the strength of this team? And for 90% of the NFL, the strength of your football team is going to be your offense. We look at this team, and they've got the pieces to be special. They've got a great tight end, they've got 2 wide receivers, they got a quarterback, but the question mark is, what type of offense are we? And it's been a question mark for the last 3 years. Well, yes, we have all those great pieces on offense, especially the ones that we drafted. All those guys that he said were great were obviously drafted by the Steelers. But the Steelers are more of a defensive team. As we've seen, the only reason why the Steelers were in games this past season was because their defense was limiting the opposing offenses to 18 points or less. And whenever they didn't do that, the Steelers wouldn't lose the game and it would be a blowout. So, yes, we have all those great pieces, but we just don't have a coach who is able to draw up plays. We don't have a clear mindset on offense. It seems like the whole offense is kind of a scramble every week. Something works and then something doesn't. And it seems like it's a mismatch every single week and we just can't get it right. Maybe that has to do more with the coach than we all know. And obviously, Jerome Bettis believes that Mike Tomlin being a defensive-minded guy has more of a reason for the offensive struggles than we all would have thought. So, these were Jerome Bettis' opinions on the Steelers. But let me know down in the comments below your opinion on the Steelers and what Jerome Bettis said. Do you believe it's because Mike Tomlin is a defensive-minded coach that the offense has struggled? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like Steelers content, analysis, and reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. Click the bell down below so you never miss out on a video. I'll see you guys all later. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.